Hi everyone, I'm Tara. This is my 2007 BMW 335i hardtop convertible. Today I'll be doing a wheel stud conversion. So the reason I'm doing this is because recently something very scary happened to me. Many of you were watching as I posted it on Instagram stories that day. Basically, I was just driving along, luckily not too fast because I was in the city, when I heard a weird rustling noise coming from my rear wheel. I kept going, and then I started to hear some metal clinking sounds of something falling onto the street. Luckily, I was able to pull over onto a side street, but as I did that, the whole rear of my car dropped. It was very scary. Luckily, I was able to pull over. Here's some video footage from that day. I am sitting by the side of the road again.
The whole wheel had come off and the bolts were gone. I believe if I was on the highway, I would be dead right now. You can see little pieces of the bolts down there. I was really lucky that I had friends nearby who came to save me with a jack. The spacer was totally sheared off.
So we went to the local hardware store and bought screw extractors.
Here's what's left of a bolt. I talked to the tire shop where I bought them, and they admitted the bolts were of really cheap quality. Luckily, I was able to borrow some OEM bolts so that I could put my wheel back on and drive away. I checked the other side and the same thing was about to happen. Miraculously, my car checked out fine at a shop.
So after doing some research, I decided to go with wheel studs instead of wheel bolts so that I would feel safer as it would never happen to me again. I ordered the ECS wheel stud conversion kit from ECS Tuning, and I decided on the Neochrome Mishimoto aluminum lug nut set. They are so beautiful. So now I'm just going to drive over to my friend's house so I could use his low profile jack to install these.
First, use a breaker bar and a 19mm socket to loosen the bolts. Then use a jack to raise the car. Remove the bolts and the wheel. I used a wire brush to clean where the wheel meets the hub. I applied Loctite to the short side of the stud and threaded the studs by hand. Then I tightened the studs with a 5mm Allen socket wrench. These are 56mm studs, which allow me to use 10mm spacers if I want in the future. Also note that someone has to press the brakes when you tighten the studs on the front wheels. It's now faster to install my wheels because the studs make it easy to line up the wheel on the hub. I screw on my Neochrome Mishimoto aluminum lug nuts first by hand and then with a 19mm socket wrench. The kit also came with one lock per wheel and the lug nut key to prevent your wheels from being stolen. I lowered my car and then torqued all of the lug nuts. I am absolutely loving these. Click on the link to ECS Tuning in the video description below.
I've done all 4 wheels now. It was pretty easy. They look great and I feel a lot safer. Thanks for watching.
My purchase qualified me for an entry in the ECS Tuning and Bilstein sweepstakes. Every $50 you spend at ECStuning.com gets you 1 entry.